from Ural of New England in Boxborough, Massachusetts. It's been how many years?
Almost 7.
Almost 7 years since Greg and his daughters picked up this 2010 gear up. And we have a pleasure of having Greg back here, almost 7 years later, to show around what his experience and some really, really cool things that he's done with the bike. A lot of them are very, very practical, and I asked Greg if he would share them with us, and he generously agreed. So we will, the bike has 27,000 kilometers. It's been, where has it been?
It's been to Florida.
Yes.
It's been to Grand Canyon. It's been across the Rockies and the Continental Divide. It's been to the northern tip of Maine, Niagara Falls, and then down all the way down the coast of Maine and through Vermont, New Hampshire, and back and forth to North Carolina many times. We live in Virginia.
Yeah. And I saw the Mount Washington sticker you showed me.
Right. We climbed Mount Washington on this trip. Got all the way to the top. It ran like a champ. Coming down with the drum brakes was a little hairy, and so much fun. My wife videotaped the whole thing.
Wow. Coming
all the way down the mountain.
So it was more fun coming down?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you pick up any off-roads in New Hampshire?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
We get off in the National Forest and put it in two-wheel drive and cross creeks and go up the fire roads. And
what a beautiful trip.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to ask Greg to work with Dan, our marketing person who's taking this video, and show us around his bike. This bike is awesome. I'm going to step away and you go ahead. Let us show us around.
Okay. I will start, I guess, at the front. I had a motorcycle that I sold that a friend of mine, he died and left it to me. I sold it so that, because I have other motorcycles, and I wanted to be able to take both my daughters on cross-country road trips, and the Ural is the perfect thing for that. And so I kept his windshield off his bike, and so it's kind of still carrying my friend with us. And having made these brackets and everything to mount this windshield, I decided to take another one and cut it off and make some little brackets to mount something simple here. My whole outlook is function over form. You know, make something that works and is reliable, and then use it. Of course, I've got my rope. I took, over here on this side, I took the shovel, the original shovel that came on it, and took the wood out of it and made a bracket that I welded to the original seat bracket so that I have a backrest now. And it moves with the seat, so you're not rubbing your back as you bounce. And I made a bigger saddle for myself because I like to ride for 10 hours a day, and I like to be comfortable. This also uses all the original Ural hardware. I just simply took a seat pan and covered it in leather, added a high strip of plastic so that I didn't slide back, and then covered it up in leather. As far as the performance goes, I did a little bit of work to the carburetors, and I replaced the catalytic converters and the stock exhaust with mufflers off of a 1934 Ford tractor that I bought at Tractor Supply for $35. And it breathes so much better. It climbs hills, it pulls all day long. I used the original hardware that mounted the shovel to mount my axe. From when I retired, I kept one of my axes, so I've got a full-size 8-pound pickhead axe, and I can split firewood and dig holes with it. We do a lot of camping on this bike. What else did I add to it? Oh, I took an old ammo can and 4 spacers and mounted it. It's kind of up out of the way. It's never hit or bottomed out, and I can carry all the tools I need to do virtually anything to this bike in that can. And it's tucked away, out of the way, waterproof. I added the shovel, and I always have my machete because we camp, and I think that's pretty much it. And we don't we're not easy on it. We ride it hard, and it has never let us down. We just absolutely love it. So we thought we'd bring it back to its birthplace and get the loving hands of Ural of New England to go through it and give it some love, because I don't feel like doing it on the side of the road.